So wow, that's crazy. The last time I was in school, I was a sophomore. Anyways, what is up YouTube? It's your girl Cianna Renee, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I decided to start off my back to school series with a freshman advice video. So pretty much, long story short, I'm just gonna be giving you guys, or the incoming freshmen and sophomores technically, because y'all didn't really have your freshman year, some advice on how to get through high school, stuff that I wish I knew, stuff that I could have done earlier. So if you guys like and enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload, and add me on all of my social medias. The links to all of them will be in the description box below and on the screen. And let's hop straight into it. I have some notes right here on my phone. Of what I want to talk about. It's not too much, but I feel like there's not a lot to really talk about. I mean, high school's not that hard. It's really just the students you got to worry about, and you know, staying on top of your ish. My first piece of advice is please do not worry about relationships your first year of high school. Now listen, I ain't your mama, I ain't your daddy. I'm not telling you what to do, but this is an advice video and you clicked on it because you wanted advice. So my piece of advice is your first couple months of high school, you should really be getting into the feel of your school, not really worrying about relationships and other people, because it can distract you. Of course, relationships come naturally and it's not really something you can help. And if you've already had a relationship from middle school, you know, you're not going to just let go of it, obviously. But I'm just saying, don't seek or look for relationships when you're coming into high school. Just worry about school, and if that stuff comes, it comes. Please study for your tests. I'm telling you. Now, certain subjects like English, I didn't really study for that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like certain classes you really just don't need to study for. There's no reason, unless it was like memorizing words or something. But other than that, I feel like studying for tests is very important, especially for like chemistry. My chemistry class was like, I'm telling you, chemistry is like geometry's older cousin. Like, that will have you at your knees begging to pass. When I took chemistry my freshman year, it was really hard because I took living environment and algebra 1 in middle school, so I was already ahead. So I took chemistry my freshman year, and that was the hardest class ever. I barely passed the Regents, and I passed the class because I started studying a lot more. And that's what I'm telling you, you need to study for your test, especially like foreign language, like Spanish, Mandarin, French, whatever foreign language class you're taking. If you're not fluent in it, you gotta study for it, because you're not passing if you don't study. Handing your assignments on time. Some teachers really don't care. Like, they don't give you extra credit. Each day it's late, minus 10 points. It's like, no, you gotta handle your assignments on time. I remember my chemistry teacher, she didn't come the first or second day of school, but whenever she came, I forgot to do a homework assignment and I was already failing the class. So do your homework assignments on time, hand them in on time, don't forget. And there were even times where I did it and I just forgot to hand it in. So you just gotta be on top of your stuff. Please have a good hygiene. People will talk about you if you stink. People will talk about you if you just have a bad odor. High school kids, teenagers, they're very ruthless, so they don't care. They don't have remorse for you. If you stink, they're gonna talk about you. So please don't come to school smelling like you just ran a 5-mile jog and came back. Kids will try to do anything to make you feel bad about yourself, and the last thing you want to do is give them that opportunity. So make sure you smell good. And I know some people just have a natural body scent, and you know, just try to layer up on deodorant to make it less noticeable. Put on perfume, body spray, all of that jazz, just to make sure that you're on top of your on top of your stuff. So yeah, that's one main important thing. Have an emergency kit. Bring some extra deodorant. If you feel like you're a little sweaty during gym, you better put some on in the locker room. Do something. Just make sure you're not smelling bad. But yeah, and this one is especially for my ladies, because you want to make sure you have extra tampons, extra pads. You know, if you accidentally leak during school, you want to have extra underwear, extra wipes. So, you know, just make sure you keep yourself clean, because you never want those things to happen and you're not prepared for it. Another thing, please be nice to your teachers. These people are putting in your grades. They're keeping in contact with your parents. They're the ones putting you on trips if you have trips. I didn't really go on trips in high school, but these are the people that are doing these things for you. And if you are not on your best behavior, don't expect them to do the best things for you. So if you are calling the teacher out their name, don't expect 100 in the class. Don't expect 100 if you are being disruptive and talking while she's talking or he is talking or they is talking. Don't expect good to come out of being disrespectful to them, because nothing good comes out of being disrespectful to anyone, really. Even if they called you out for speaking and you weren't speaking, just tell them sorry and keep it pushing, because the last thing you want to do is argue with the person that is in control of pretty much your future. Because if you fail the class, you never know what's going to happen after that. Another thing, this should be common sense. Don't skip class. There's no reason, there's no good coming out of that. You can see your friends at lunch or after school or before school. Let me tell you something. Teachers know you in school, bro. The teachers know you in school every day. They know you're skipping, so you're not low. Just don't skip. It's not necessary. It doesn't help you in any way. It harms you more than it helps you. You're missing assignments. They could have said pop quiz. They could have said you have a test this day, and now you don't know when the test is and if you should study for it. So please don't skip class. It doesn't benefit you in any way. Don't be the person that's blasting your music mad loud at 8 a.m. when people are on their way to geometry. When people are on their way to English class, they do not want to hear 6ix9ine. I'm sorry. No one wants to. No one wants to hear your music. Get some headphones or keep it at a reasonable level of loudness on the volume, because no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear your music played throughout the whole day while they're in class or while they're going to class. Like, that's just so disrespectful and it's so annoying. Like, please do not blast your JBL speaker in the hallways. Do not. It's unnecessary. And don't be that person that walks in the classroom mad loud either. Like, do not be that person that comes into class like, hey girl, how you been? Like, no, it's not necessary. They can hear you. Speak in your inside voice. This is school. This is not a party. This is not a club. We're not here to hear you yell to your friend who's really literally right across from you. It's not attractive to be loud. I don't know if you're trying to impress someone. Even guys don't like that. Not saying you gotta try to impress them, but I'm just saying if that's your way of impressing, it's not impressing them. It's not getting anyone's attention in a good way. Whatever you do not run up to the lunch line, bro. Now, I know you may be hungry or you may not want to, you may not care what other people think, but trust me, it's not a good look if you're running up to go get the popcorn chicken nuggets. We all hungry. We all understand that you're hungry, but don't fiend for the lunch food. Juniors and seniors don't care about you. They're just trying to take their SATs, apply for college, and leave. They do not care about you. They're not concerned about you, so don't worry about them. Even relationships-wise, do not worry about the juniors and seniors. They do not care about you. They're not paying you no mind. You know, super seniors are usually seniors who are over the age of 19 and are still in school because they didn't get their work done. So if you are dating a 21-year-old and you are a freshman, it's not okay. You're being groomed. Don't do it. Now, sophomores, on the other hand, I'm not going to say they care about you either, but don't be surprised if they try to take advantage of you because you're a freshman. Because I'm not going to lie. When I was a sophomore, I thought I was the sugar honey iced tea, because it was like, yo, I'm a sophomore, I'm not a freshman. I'm not the youngest in the school anymore. Being a sophomore can give you that level of confidence, but you're still not an upperclassman, so don't drag it. And there were times where I was a freshman and sophomores would come up to me and ask me for money for the vending machine. Like, I'm not Monopoly, I'm not your banker. You can go get your own card, your own cash, and pay for some bag of chips on your own. Like, I'm not your bank. So please don't let these sophomores take advantage of you. If you say no, that means no. I'm not saying it's going to happen. For the most part, the sophomores in the school are pretty much like y'all anyway. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all to avoid the drama, because drama is not easily avoidable. You're in a building full of teenagers, full of kids your age. They all have hormones, they all have attitude changes, mood swings. They're all going through puberty. So I can't really easily tell you to avoid drama, because it's not like, we're teenagers. This is stuff we go through. We always have arguments and have different opinions and feel the need to speak our mind on things. So it's hard to avoid drama completely, but I will say try your best to know how to handle it. And if you do get into drama, or like if you end up cutting someone off, don't go to the extremes to go post online, post subs. Don't do none of that. If you felt like someone did something that was wrong, don't feel the need to post them and do all that extra stuff. Like, talk to them privately, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that extra drama stuff will get you in lots of trouble, not even just by parents or teachers or nothing like that, but by like just being in that situation. So yeah, try to avoid the drama. as much as possible. And if you are in drama, just try to handle it in a better way. Like if you're arguing with a friend, don't go online. Like I said, don't spread rumors, don't go talking about them, because that's escalating it, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell your business to everyone, because then, and just try to stay out the mix as much as possible, because people will try their best to hurt your feelings in any type of way, just because of the simple fact that they don't like you. High school students are really difficult to communicate with, so, and once they feel like they're right, their mind isn't changing on that. Don't OD on the school supplies. You're not gonna need it. All you need is a notebook, paper, pencil, pen, maybe some index cards, highlighters. That's all you need. You don't need whiteout. You don't need, listen, y'all ones that be bringing the mini staplers thinking y'all bougie, don't do that. Don't do that, because first of all, y'all don't even be sharing. Talk about some, I don't got enough staples. Bro, you got more in your bag. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you see us all here waiting on the line because the teacher got a stapler, and you want to be over here, be bougie and bring your own and not even share. Like, don't bring the staplers, don't bring all of that stuff, and don't even bring too many pens and pencils, because kids be stealing. I'm telling you, kids be stealing. They'll steal your AirPods, they'll steal your Apple Watch, your iPhone, they'll steal everything and then help you look for it. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless the teacher wants to be extra and say, oh, I want my own separate binder, I want my own folder, then you might have to OD. You don't need all that extra stuff. It's not necessary, because then you're gonna have a big pack of it at the end of the school year that you didn't even use, and you just wasted your money. So don't overwhelm yourself or procrastinate. Now, you can, if you procrastinate, you're gonna overwhelm yourself, because you're gonna end up having to do an assignment super late or right the day before it's due, and you're gonna be stressed and you're gonna overwhelm yourself because you know you have to get it done. So don't procrastinate. If you have an assignment due on May 26th and it is May 1st, start it. Like, just start it and do a little bit at a time. This way you don't have to do such a big gulp at once, because then it's not your best work. And don't overwhelm yourself either. If you have to study for a test that's next week, don't study for it all in one day. Like, do not overwhelm yourself like that, because you're gonna stress yourself out and it's gonna be even worse. So take breaks during your studying time, and yeah, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't procrastinate on your work. Do all your work on time and you'll be straight. Start looking at colleges and SATs expectancies and grade expectancies early. I would say as early as your freshman year. I didn't start that early, but I feel like it's just way less overwhelming if you start earlier, because you'll already know what colleges you want to go to, what colleges you need to look at during your sophomore and junior year, and you'll know what they want in terms of grades, what they want in terms of SAT scores. Now, your freshman year isn't really that important when it comes to grades. Now, I'm not saying you should just be trash, but I'm just saying, like, your freshman year is not what colleges look at mostly, but they want to see improvement. So if you have a 65 GPA your freshman year, your senior year should be at least 85. Like, they want to see that you've improved throughout the year. And so you just want to make sure you know what you're doing. And last but not least, be a well-rounded student. Participate in sports, extracurriculars, clubs, all of that extraness from your freshman year. If colleges see that you are a well-rounded student and you have good grades at the same time, they will take you, as long as, you know, your SATs and personal essay and stuff is good too. Colleges get money from sports. They get money from clubs. I don't know how much they get money from clubs, but I do know they get money from sports, and they want students that play sports because they want more money. And good promotion for the school too. Like, if a school has a lot of clubs and these clubs are known to be good, and this school is known to have a good basketball, football team, or hockey team, whatever you play, they want you because they know it's good for the school. But don't think that you shouldn't be getting good grades either. So you want to be a well-rounded student, meaning that you get good grades and you participate in all those fun activities. A college will take a student with a 3.7 average that plays sports and joins clubs over a student who has a 4.0 and does nothing. Because it's like, obviously, someone who's juggling all that stuff, it's not going to be easy to be 100% in school. Now, there are kids who are like that, but you know, it's not always often. Don't take my word on that for Ivy Leagues. I don't really know about those type of schools. They might just strictly look at grades. Any good colleges that aren't Ivy League, I'd say they don't strictly look at grades. They look at other things too. And if you're a well-rounded student, they'll be happy to take you. That is all my advice for today. Stay on top of your schoolwork. Don't miss any assignments. You do not want to be failing your first day of school just because you forgot to fill out the syllabus, you will really be pissed at yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure to give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload. And add me on all of my social medias. The links to all of them will be in the description box below. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all in my next one. Peace.